It's the most complex, legalistic, let's just say, issues that you're ever going to face in the legislature. It really goes back to the 1962 court case of Baker versus Carr, ensuring one person, one vote. That is essential. We also based it on two other issues, that being the Voting Rights Act, and also the idea where you want to make sure that each of these districts is contiguous, meaning they're connected at all points. And this way, the district that you represent as a senator or representative is not from one part of the state and then try to represent a completely different part of the state that's not connected. Those are the three priorities we work from. You'd think just three options, pretty easy stuff. But volumes and volumes of not only case law, but also Supreme Court decisions have laid out what we can do and what we can't do. And finally, just like the state budget, is a constitutional requirement. Meaning we can't move away from this. We've got to step forward. It's what our founding fathers talked about. And if we're going to do it the right way, we want to make sure we got started early so people know what the rules are and are not, and that we can get into an open, transparent process so everyone, be it legislators, citizens, experts, lawyers, you name it, have a vested interest, but more importantly, a voice in the process.
A lot of people are saying that, you know, the right way to do that is to take it away from the legislature. Let the apportionment be done by some kind of citizens committee or with legislative input, but not totally within the legislature. What's your view about that?
Well, that is something that the Florida voters could decide later as long as laws are followed. What we want to do is make sure, first and foremost, that we know the process the way that it becomes a reality. It's really difficult when you change the rule book halfway through, especially when you're going back to case law for the 1960s on forward. And so we want to know exactly what we're doing because it's a requirement. It's a constitutional requirement. And we want to make sure we follow every facet of the law, because if you move in a whole new direction, you open up all kinds of legal challenges. So we want to make sure these are the rules of today. And remember, this is being restarted. We haven't dealt with this since 2002, so a lot of new members of the legislature, we want to make sure they're up to cue on facts and make sure they understand the legal precedents that came before them so we can make an informed decision. And again, send the message very early to citizens that we're going to give you direct access, complete transparency. Back in 2002, you needed a CD-ROM to make it a reality. Now you can get it right on the internet and get involved in the process. That's the openness and transparency which we, your elected representatives, should provide and will provide in the years to come.